to the defense.
No, going on a leg off from me here.
It come to a state now where the woman apparently point up now the police woman face.
Mm.
And the police woman said she had commit a crime. And she no business where the police are say. And the police woman now feel she go take it in hand and grab her and pan her. Which obviously she should have a handcuff. Definitely. But even if she did have a handcuff, I don't think she could have hold a woman there. I don't think so. Yeah, so it reached that stage because the two of them do a wrong move. You see them word like curse and God and righteous and evil. It's them words that trap we, you know. Them trap with them word there, you know. That means you can't go outside of them word there if it find something where you want to relate to.
Blessed love, my viewers and subscribers. Wagwan, open are doing good, open are doing great. Now, my people, they again on the Soul Chat TV with another Mutabaruka content, and this one is the latest cutting edge as of Wednesday, June the 19th, the latest. Now, my people, there's a whole lot discussing this one about religion, and a brother also calling on the program, and I say, oh, black people curse, and a whole lot of topics surrounding religious and the whole Christian mindset thing. And also, Mutabaruka touched on the topic with the female officer and another female in a serious entanglement, and you all should by now seen that clip. That was something else, my people. Also, a whole lot more very, very interested topic, my people. So definitely stay tuned because it's going to get really, really interested and also really, really heated. Before we get into it, you know, it's a Black Power movement. So definitely drop a like and subscribe. Share to a friend or a family so they can be a part of the movement. Now, my people, let's take a walk.
Yes, good night. This is the Cutting Edge. Next Wednesday night, we have company. I don't know if you can hear them outside, but we have company outside. Yes, man, the cry of the wild man. Yes, in the rainforest, yeah. Deep rainforest. You know, why heal up the family of Kingsley Cooper, you know. Yeah, we have to heal up the family of Kingsley Cooper. You know, we have a very strange relationship there with Kingsley. I'm going to tell you about it a little more. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. I come here with you. I will stay here with you. 30 odd years we're there with you. Here we go. Yes, we're there with you. So, Kingsley Cooper, Pulse, passed away night before last. Really a tragic thing because he was such a important part in Jamaica's fashion and modeling movement. As a matter of fact, Pulse lead the way in the Caribbean Fashion Week and the movement. Well, you know, say Caribbean Fashion Week used to keep up an arena, not an arena, in the sports center in a upper stadium there. And for a little while, you used to have a bridge and play the music for the designers. I don't know what happened, but apparently he wasn't really doing a very impressive job. Because you know the designers, them are come from all over the Caribbean. And some of them are bring them own music. Some of them want to choose music for them. Well, apparently the youth never did go on good. White youth too. I have to say that. I did have to say that. Jackie go to Kingsley and say, why you don't make Muta work the part there, higher thing? And it's like him did kind of skeptical still, Muta. She say, yeah, what you mean? Now, I go there 1 year, and it's over a decade and something. I was called back every year for be the, what they call it, the musical director for Pulse Caribbean Fashion Week. And it was really something else because you have to sit down with all of the designer them one by one and give them a tips of some songs and ask them if them like the one they fit them music, the model where them have in mind. And then you have to put it in a little playlist for each one, and you talk out maybe 30 a different designer. Because more than 1 day, more than 2 days. And we do that for years. Till them start to bring in all European designers now. And I had to sit down before the show them. Down I will tell the name again. The one we match down and know them a build it up. I used to sit down, them used to give me a little room. And I have to sit down there and choose the music for every one of the designer them. And you see, from we do it 2 years, all the designer them who are come back wanted me to just play the music. Them stop now, tell me where them want to play. Them just tell me what kind of clothes them have. And we farm the music round that kind of clothes. And it was really something else. It was really something else because after a while, the designers them actually leave it to me to really fit the music with them clothes. Them leave it to me, them stop, tell me where to play, them stop, give me songs, pan jump drive and all them way, and just say, you know my thing already, I will just play it, and this will go on for over a decade. Yes, it will go on for long. And then Kingsley now start to make a play, not only after the Caribbean Fashion Week, but anytime him keep show, long a pulse there. Him always call me as the man, sound man, especially when him keep the Peter Tosh tribute. So we want to yell up Kingsley Cooper. And even a funeral night, we play a funeral night. Because one of the time Pauls go up there, go do the Fashion Week thing. And we play up there. We want to yell up all them family. Especially Carolyn Cooper, who became friends with long before him. Who was good friends with Carolyn. We want to yell up Carolyn Cooper and her sister. And all of the family, for that matter. And we see where him start the Peter Tosh Museum with that M16 when nobody couldn't find a Portland. And one of them places there. He might make guitar and we go up there or do one show. And we go and place and him say he make the M16 for Peter Tosh. So things start the museum. Small the place might be, but it is a living testament to Peter Tosh influence. The other day, we see the South African ambassador come and pay tribute to Peter Tosh and give him designate him something. The South African government give him some recognition for his music that helped to liberate Southern Africa. Liberate Southern Africa. And Kingsley have that museum there. And the museum is still there. So we want to yell up Kingsley Cooper and all them family. It's really something else. Him do so much things for fashion in the Caribbean. And him put a whole heap of model on the world stage with all them big Vogue magazine and all them whole heap of fashion show in Milan and Rome and Paris and all them places there. It's really a stretch. Really a symbol of resilience. That this little island, again, can produce certain ones that break barriers and break ceilings and become something of value to the world. Yes. So we yell up Kingsley Cooper for movement in that world. We talk about the fashion world, the model world, and them things that we bring Jamaican youth, whole heap of youth, eat food out there in Europe because of Kingsley Cooper, whole heap of youth. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. We're taking a break and come forward. Yes, we're there with you. We're supposed to link up with the Charlestown Maroon. You know, them have a big celebration. It's a really, you know, we usually go up there. We can't make it this year, but, you know, it's a wonderful thing to go to. So we're going to wait. We have to heal up Marcia, Colonel. So we are waiting for her to line up to do this interview. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge. For the labeling of Afrobeat, we used to play them songs and people used to wonder as well we are play. I guess everybody stopped wondering now because them get so used to it now. You understand? Well, so you have to do it, you know. You start out and you keep doing it till it's so keen. Just like a whole heap of things what we say. On the radio, yeah, from them time there until now. We have said it and people never hear that yet. Them vex me have say it. And also them wonder where me get it from. No, a whole heap of what will I say, no sound so strange again. I love Black X, you know, the man who champion the taxi cars. Really a great thing the bridging do over the years. Walking from St. Mary, come down at Kingston, yeah, so to play the cars of taxi. And now I see my journey through Westmoreland. Cause you know, say that revolution, that war with taxi, the burning of the plantation, them went clear to Westmoreland, the biggest rebellion ever happened in Jamaica. Went clear to Westmoreland. Tacky. Some man come out of Jamaica will start a fire, you know, them start the fire burn. Like all bookman who go a IT and create a vibes over there where start the fire and the fire burn. Why you look them man there, African them come on here so and decide say, oh, we are getting involved with things, man. I don't feel no way, you know, as some youth, you know. As some youth, you think a old man like me, as some youth do it. Yes, Marcia Douglas. Good night.
Akwaba, brother Muta.
Give thanks. All right. So I could line up this thing. Yeah, okay. All right. How much years now this celebration are going, really?
Okay, so this year we'll be having our 16th annual International Charlestown Maroon Conference and Festival.
16 or 60? What is it?
16.
16. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
it's we have collaborated the conference and the festival together to make it an event so the wider world and Jamaica can be a part of it.
All right. So what happened this year that never happened last year and the year before?
All right. What will happen this year? We are going to be from June 20 to the 23rd. And of course, we are going to have the community day. That didn't happen last year, nor the year before. So it's a big thing when we get the community to be united, using the different activities that we can to get them to come together, like a six-side football competition, community team domino tournament, and the peers domino extravaganza. We have health and wellness check, Young Kunku playground, One Love Elder Street for the elderly 65 and over, and the Colonel Town Hall reasoning on Maroon land.
So that never happened last year or the year before?
No.
Okay, so this is a new addition, that's what you're saying.
Right, so the Saturday, the community day, it's COM, as in COMM, IFM, UNITY,
Okay, Unity Day.
Yes.
Okay, and tell me now the time where these things are going to take place. Suppose you want a specific thing, you have a calendar of the event when it's going to happen. Where going to happen?
So our event begins tomorrow with the Taino Day, and that is with the sunrise prayer called to the four direction. And then at 10, we'll have the cacique himself talking with people, teaching them more about the Tainos and also about the land that the Taino uses and how it provides for them. Then we have about 11 o'clock, you'll be with the children, straight back until you know when. So we'll have also a children corner. So that's Thursday, Taino Day. Friday will be academic panel, where we have the panelists discussing and talking about the ways of the land, the spirituality, the how it is used, how it was handed down to them, how their grandparents treated the land, and what to expect about our land.
All right. So the children, what age group you going to tell the children? Like what age group? All different ages?
Yeah, all the ages. We don't exclude none.
All right. So how you impart the knowledge there from some youth who might never hear of where you talk about it? Or you go about that? Or you have a script, you have a...
So for the youth, it's quite easy. You want them to learn something. You do it in story time, games, and so much more. So we'll feature them in different ways, more than one, so that they can learn what we're doing, and they can be a part of it too.
And they're going to have like the different rituals,
right?
Ceremonies.
That's right.
Where exactly you going to have it?
It's at Stafford Yard in Charlestown, Buff Bay, Portland.
Oh,
so
idea,
Charlestown is a mile and a half from Buff Bay. If you're coming from Kingston, you take that right turn at the Texaco gas station, and then a mile and a half up the Blue Mountain Valley Road, you can find Charlestown. In the square, the sign directs you to the Stafford Yard. You can't miss it because there will be feather banners and more to direct you to the
Let me ask you something. Them have a little, I don't know if I call that bridge, them have a little part across a little river there where car go over. I think so no need to widen that thing there though. I don't know if it's way up there so you there, but you know what I'm talking about, a little bridge? Just a little bridge.
We're talking and I don't reach that far.
I drive the van, go over it, and I have to wait. Then people drive over this every day and go down and come up. Well, I tell you, treat it something else. All right. History, give me a little history of the Charlestown Maroon. Different from the other Maroon over the other side there.
All right, so the Charlestown Maroon, they had fought the Maroon War using, while they were living at Old Crawford Town. Now, they came to the Spanish River, and that was where they brought the British to their knees after fighting the last Maroon War. Then the British had signed a treaty. They went back to their old settlement, which is Old Crawford Town, to settle, and found out that all the people couldn't have hold there. So what they did was to destroy that old site, then move closer to the northern shoreline to a new Crawford Town. After farming that new Crawford Town, some went to Scottall St. Mary and some to Moortown, East Portland. And so Charlestown, in today's day, is the new Crawford Town that was formed. And so it's a Maroon community. You can get to it without really have to be going there. Because if you're coming down the mountain from Blue Mountain, you have to come through to Charlestown. And if you're going up the mountain to go to Kingston, you have to pass Charlestown. Now, what we have here in Charlestown are the things that will teach and educate people. So we cater for young people. And as you can see, not saying that we don't do everybody over the world, or everyone within every age group, but we're mainly specifically cater for younger people because we believe.
All right, tell me what age you're talking when you say younger people. What age?
So, like the babies, the children, coming all the way up to 20. Those are younger people that you need to teach way of life. And so we believe in the Sankofa bird technique taking from the past, bringing to the future. So we pattern that Sankofa bird and we make sure we go back to our parent time. We take things from then and we keep them for today so that our children, our generation can know more about them.
Okay.
So and even throughout the conference, at the Bonfire Roots Rock Reggae, you will see some of our youth first start off with the drumming. So the younger ones, like 8 years and older, will start off with the drumming before the older drummers come and take the drum. So it's just to show you that we are actually teaching them, and so they can be a part of what is actually happening.
Okay. All right. Is there a class where the children of the Maroons learn outside of the Jamaican school curriculum? But is there a way where the children of the Maroons learn like science, and when I say science, I mean electronics, different science where them can take part in modern ways. I mean, we understand about the drumming and the language and all these things, but given that we are move up into a modern times, if there's a way
apart from a regular school, we do have our own Saturday classes here. So when our children come to Saturday classes, they learn math, English, IT, and of course learn about their culture.
And it's the same young people. It's the same young under 20. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What about still maintain that religious? Because I find a whole heap of Maroon now turn Christian and go deal with something else. Why is it so difficult to maintain that ancient Maroon mindset rather than, get caught up again now in the same church business?
Well, those can be defined as a lack of education, because back then, some of the things are knowledge that would have been passed down weren't doing so until they found out that they are really lost in their people. They start passing down things. Some of the people were actually too old to even share knowledge, but at that time, that was what happened. But now we are imparting knowledge to people so they know the knowledge. They know about it sooner.
Mm-hmm. You find a whole heap of youth still interested in that, or them just gone out to go party and do dancing and gone somewhere else to do something. You find out them still interested in the Maroon culture.
For my community, yes. We are mostly youthful in here, even our group. And if we are going anywhere as it pertains to culture, if they're not even a part of the group, they would want to go and they want to know about it. They find interest in asking you in, taking part in things like that. And that is why we had to bring the wider community in so that they can be a part of the conference.
Yeah. All right. Well, remind the people them again remind them again.
All right. So our 16th annual International Maroon Conference and Festival take place on June 20th to the 23rd at Charlestown District, Buff Bay, Portland. We are at the foot of the Blue Mountain. It's that left turn at the right turn at the Texaco gas station and a mile and a half up the Blue Mountain Valley Road. That's where you find Charlestown, and the sign directs you to the Asapo Yard, where you can feature all the different days, like the Taino Day on the Thursday, the panelist academic panel on the Friday, Community Day on Saturday, also Bonfire on the Saturday night, and Sunday the Victory Day and Quo Day. Okay. What is interesting about the Bonfire? We have this year artists that, find it interesting and decide to come in and come on board and help us. Artists such as Akin Sanya, Bongo Man, the Contortionist, Fredlocks, Audio, Incense, Ikula, Naldo Kid, Nature Ellis, Rashadai, Raspadam, Tusenge, Turbulence, Roy Ryan, and our own Charleston Maroon drummers and dancers. Not to mention a collective of the master drummers like Mustafa Reds, Malimu, Bongo Shem, Lean Van, Jungle King, and Calbert. Listen, you can enjoy every moment of the conference and festival.
What are the speakers at the conference? Who are the speakers?
Who are the speakers?
At the conference, yes.
At the conference, you have speakers such as yours, Julie, that's me, opening with...
And Marcia Douglas.
Right.
Okay.
And we'll have Cassie Callan, Lois Ten, Marcus Goff, the chairperson from JCDT.
I don't like how you relap the whole of the reggae artists, man. You can't relap the speaker them, you know.
No, man, I'm getting there. I've been up everybody.
You relap the whole of the artists there, but I've been asking about the speaker them.
Talk about all of those people.
Eh?
Yes, man. So we have the JCDT. They're speaking for 2 days on the land. So one on the panel, academic panel, and two at the Colonel Town Hall.
Okay.
We'll have also Colonel Wally Sterling, and of course the other Colonel, Scott Hall Colonel Lloyd Latimer here.
All right. Well, what the people them listening and hear and come out, you know. I always enjoy it when I come up there still. Eh?
And Dr. Knife, Professor Diana Fox, and Dr. Knife, and our own Gamma, Mama G, Gloria Thing.
All right. Give thanks. Give thanks, Mama. Give thanks. All right. Yes. Yes, me I tell you. Yes, as I say, we always enjoy it when we go up there. You know, it's really something to recognize. And as we say, the youth, them now, I don't know how much youth really interested in them things there again, because the world take them over so much now that sometimes you go and it's a whole heap of old people, you see. But, yes, a whole heap of youth up there, so we hope say the ones them who is elders over them can really see that the legacy of the Maroons are kept intact. And some of the things them that need to be rectified is rectified. Tell them on drums, eternal son. That's what it's called. Listen to this.
I'm 53, and so racism is generational, meaning that racism has changed over the years from what it used to be in the 60s and the 70s, even in the 80s. Racism these days is more subtle. My concern, my fear, I have a 30-year-old son and a 24-year-old daughter. My concern for them is that this generation is angry, but this generation isn't getting together to collectively do something about the issue. So while my generation was about the awareness, you have to be aware, you have to go out there, you have to create the movement. We would sit in, sit out, stand up, stand out. This generation is like, well, I really don't need to do that because I can sit anywhere I want to. I can live anywhere I want to. I can go anywhere that I want to. This is the thing. The mentality of the individuals who practice racism has not changed. The only thing that's changed is the way in which they express it. Racism is something that is taught. You are taught, don't like that person because they're black. If you look at two little children, 3, 4, 5 children playing in a park, they want to play because they're all little kids. They get older and they're told, no, you can't do this. Timmy can't play with Jaquanda. It just doesn't happen. Chica, get out of the road. This is New York. So the issue is that this generation needs to recognize, even though you think you can live anywhere, you try moving into an all-white neighborhood where they really don't want you, the cross will come. They will still burn it. So it's not that we can truly live anywhere we want to. It's just that we have more areas that we can live. The reason that we're not as dedicated as a group to fighting the issue of racism is because before we were all subjected to live in one location, in one area. We supported each other in our black businesses. That's why you had black millionaires. What do we do now? We give other people our money. If all black people stop going to the movie theater, guess what? None of those movies that are hits would be hits. Why? Because ain't nobody go to the movies like black folks. We spend our money, but we don't go to see our movies. We go to see other people's movies. And so they say, since nobody goes to see black movies, then they go, we're not going to make any black movies. Back in the day when you could only go to the all-Negro theater, guess what? Everybody went. Everybody supported it. Now that we have choices, we've left our people behind. So my recommendation, my suggestion, my commitment, my prayer, my hope for your generation is love what you're doing, but you've got to recognize that the power is in the numbers. The power is in doing it together. The power is in being a collective, cohesive unit, which we're not. Other races recognize that about us, and so from even a financial perspective of how we spend money, that's where the racism comes into play. They won't go into our stores, but they want our money. They won't come into our neighborhoods, but they want us to spend money in their neighborhoods. They won't come into a black car dealership, but who are the ones who drive some of the very, very expensive cars? So it's not that we don't have the money. We just need to be educated about how we spend it, because we have more power than we realize. We just don't know how to utilize and wield that power. If black people, nobody else but black people, decided that they were going to stop for one day, a 24-hour period, to stop spending, they would be amazed at the impact they would have. But no matter how much black people get together and say they're going to do that, there's always somebody somewhere who is like, I'm going to go to that gas station anyway. I'm going to go to that place anyway. And that's why it doesn't change and it doesn't end. But make no mistake, racism in America is alive and well. It has not died. It has not changed. This experience that my daughter had 3 weeks ago in Stone Mountain shows me that there's a whole other generation of people out there proposing racism, supporting it. They truly believe in it. The next time you're in a mall and a white person bounces into you, see if they say sorry. They don't even see you. They don't know you're there. So it's not that they're being rude. Honestly, they don't see you. It's called being invisible. I'm not American. This has been an amazing experience for me, coming to this country as an adult, having children in a society that I don't know anything about, coming from a country where everybody is black and we don't refer to people by color. You have to learn how to adapt to this environment. My request of your generation is explore outside the boundaries of America, because what it is that you're trying to do, it may not necessarily survive here, but there are other places where you can truly live, be powerful, be wonderful, be free. But having to do that in America is going to take far, far more time, far more commitment, far more collective, cohesive movement than this place has ever seen. And there aren't enough people who are aware of that to be able to do it together. But understand this, racism has not died and will never die if you know the history of America.
Yes. Take a break and come forward. Yes, we're there with you. I hope you're still there with me. We want to play a short lecture on black history and why black history matter. By a man named John. So I want you to listen to this carefully. Why black history matter.
Right. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for a very warm welcome. Well, my name is Don John, and I have little tolerance for racism. I've spent much of my working life identifying it, addressing it, and confronting it. You could say it's been my life's work. I intend to share with you why I think black history matters, not just to me, but also to you. Yes, I know that Black Lives Matter has occupied the central ground in race politics in recent times, and it certainly has got everyone's attention. But it is an appreciation of our history that helps us to understand its relevance. I'm going to break this presentation up into 3 parts. Firstly, awareness, then discovery, and then delivery. Okay, black, 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 and even more black. How does that word make you feel? Does it already invoke emotions that you're a little unsure of? Some say the trouble really started when coloured people turned into black people. So what does that tell us? I think it was Walter Benjamin who said, history is written by the victors. So what does that mean to a black boy who was raised in a culture dominated by the myth of the Commonwealth? I went to a grammar school, didn't do me any harm, and studied Latin, Greek, ancient history, and the victories of the empire. So where was my black history? Okay, picture this. A world where black people are up to 37 times more likely to be stopped and searched than white people. A world where black people are 3 times more likely to be arrested than white people. A world where black people are 44% more likely to be detained under the Mental Health Act than white people. A world where black people are 3 times more likely to be unemployed than white people. We seem to be somewhere between the mad and the bad, or perhaps both. Now, my father was one of those proud Africans where status and position was everything. And he believed religiously, yes, religiously, in education, education, and education. Can't believe I'm quoting Tony Blair, but what was I thinking of? School gave us a world where the pink bits on the map, on the world map, was the context that underpinned our understanding of that world. Africa was the dark continent where they all lived in mud huts and they travelled by swinging from tree to tree. And white Tarzan was the king of the jungle in black Africa. And Christianity was a step towards our salvation. I always remember that iconic image of Stanley meeting Livingstone. Do you remember that picture? Like 2 great gods, a civilizing influence in this dark, dark world. I guess the context of my Sierra Leonean background should have given me a greater understanding, but the heroes we were reminded of were people like Sir Walter Raleigh and Francis Drake. Remember those guys? The English hero who coolly played bowls when the Spanish Armada was approaching, but casually said he had to finish the game. How very English. And it was only later that I learned that he was a pirate and a slave and well invested in the slave industry. I was shocked. And he certainly was not my kind of hero. Furthermore, the history we learned was the shame of slavery. And we were constantly reminded that our own black people assisted in the process of our historical enslavement and subjugation. So was this my black history? Well, this was the family plan. My older sister was to become a solicitor, and she did. My younger brother was to go to Oxford, and he did. And I was to become a doctor. We know what happened to that plan. However, hallelujah, I was saved, and I joined a place called Her Majesty's Treasury and ended up working in the Chancellor's office. And the Chancellor at that time was a guy called Dennis Healy. What an experience for a young black man. The only young black man in a sea of pinstripes and moral certitude, a world where those pink bits on the map were ever so important. And when I left the Treasury, I took that damn map with me. I've still got it in my room, actually, at home. One thing about the map was Great Britain was disproportionately larger than it really was, strange it may seem. And it actually was in the centre of the world. And that line from the glorious hymn, Rule Britannia, echoed in my head. You remember that one? Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Always wondered what that was all about and started to suspect something was afoot. Strange times. However, it was the civil rights movement of the 60s and the 70s that woke me from my slumber, where I voraciously consumed literature from people like Alex Haley, Eldridge Cleaver, Bobby Seale, Frantz Fanon, Angela Davis, and as a young man, I absolutely loved it. I was awake, or so I thought. However, it was the arrival of a remarkable young man who doubled our numbers in the treasury. There were 2 of us in there now. It's almost like a riot, isn't it? And focused that new state of awareness. His name was Linton Kwesi Johnson, and the history of his footprint is a matter of public record. Though at that time, the Kwesi bit had not been born. So what did we do? We wrote poetry, we went to bookshops, but more than anything else, we supported each other in that sea of what I call blinding whiteness. Linton left and went to Goldsmith, and I asked myself, what on earth was I doing there? My life had been enriched by this greater knowledge and awareness, and I also left and decided to go to the Caribbean for 6 months or so and discovered a world where black people had some say in their own destiny and were seemingly more connected to their black history mostly. But, as they say, the first step towards change is awareness. And the knowledge of our black history was starting to make some kind of sense. Okay, discovery. We're getting close to what black history means to me. My work in race relations in Southampton was a logical next step in my desire to immerse myself in matters relating to my black culture. And this city of Southampton gave me the means to explore that heritage and history at a grassroots level, and in an environment where I felt that I could make a difference. Fertile ground. Southampton at that time was still confused about who these black people were, why they all lived in Derby Road, and those who know Southampton know exactly what I mean, and why the area they lived in was called the jungle. I do recall when I was making a film about black unemployment in the early 80s with a local ITV company, the editing room was labelled Coon's Cabin, and that was the way things were at that time. This was a time when there was a heightened level of consciousness, and black youth were flexing their newfound pride and were more sensitized to the experiences that their parents had endured stoically. However, these young people had no time for the stiff upper lip and just wanted to kick some ass. And they did. And I helped them. Bad, bad person. Black pride and a sense of black history were the tools we deployed, and a deep desire to recognize and confront the injustices that were a way of life for black communities. This was becoming a crucial part of my black history. So why did these black people keep going on about black this and black that? And why was this assertion of who they were so disturbing for many? The assertion of that consciousness was certainly a threat, and black people became more organised partly through the support of race equality organisations and empathetic local people, and started to challenge the accepted norms in the major institutions like the local authorities, the police services, health and social services and others. The political climate at that time nationally played its part in disavowing racist opinion, unlike the political situation we have in the here and now. There was a time, indeed, when black studies was an essential part of our cultural education in the black communities, and we clenched our fists and we wailed and protested and marched, and many of you, white people, marched with us, and this did make a difference. Perhaps the assertion of our real black history is our new form of protest. Delivery. The black history movement was formally celebrated in Southampton from 2005, even though there were random acknowledgements prior to that. However, the real confusion again was who was it for? And who was allowed to celebrate it? Some white people felt that they should not intrude in this private grief. Some people of mixed race were unsure whether they should get involved, and would they be betraying the white side of their family? And some black people were embarrassed about us going on about this black stuff all the time. It just made things bad for black people who'd quietly found a place for themselves by not making too much noise. Nonetheless, there were many black and white who welcomed this and have contributed to what we have now. In the first couple of years, Black History Month kicked off with, yes, a still band with white people, and of course a slavery exhibition. It seems more embarrassing now than it did at the time. However, it gradually coaxed white Southampton citizens into accepting the idea of loads of black people coming together in a large group without being policed and not singing and dancing. The main objectives of Black History Month were and still are to promote the knowledge of black history. You'd be surprised at what people don't know. In fact, many people still believe that Egypt is not in Africa. They really don't believe that. Second thing, to disseminate information on positive black contributions. Because you see, the knowledge of what black people have done must influence people's perceptions of what black people are capable of. And thirdly, to heighten the confidence and awareness of black people in their cultural heritage, an inevitable consequence. Now, the key thing that many failed to grasp initially was this was just not our history, but a history that belonged to all of us. And we in the South played a crucial part, and such information is available if you choose to look for it. So let us just look at relatively basic information that does not fall so easily into our laps. Black inventors, for starters. The three-way traffic light and the gas mask, invented by Garrett Morgan, a black man. The Three Musketeers, a book, a film, a play, Alexander Dumas, a black man. The blood bank that we depend on so much for our health, Charles Drew, a black man. The guitar, Robert Fleming Jr., a black man. The lawnmower, J.A. Burr, a black man, and many, many more. I can go on and on about black inventors that people don't know anything about. Of course, there will be many who will seek to debunk all of these, much in the same way Napoleon's soldiers thought that if they smashed the noses from the Sphinx and early Egyptian statues, and we didn't notice, they could erase the African history of the Egyptian civilization and dwell academically on the possibility of alien intervention. Because, of course, black people could never have the technical expertise to construct the pyramids of Giza. Always reminds me of Muhammad Ali's classic answer to why, as a child, he always saw images of white angels and never black angels. And he suggests that they were obviously in the kitchen making the milk and honey, as they do. Nonetheless, black history does more than tick in the boxes of accomplishments. It provides us with a sense of who we are and therefore who we can be. Unfortunately, we still have an issue about our identity. And back in the day, if we were not white, we were black. And it was much simpler. Complexion was less relevant. Malcolm X being a classic example, light-skinned, but at that time, one of the blackest men on the planet. Yes, I concede that it is now fashionable to have several cultural identities, and people are quite rightly proud of all aspects of these identities. However, sometimes I wonder how far the black aspects of these many identities are relegated to the periphery of our consciousness. So where does that leave us? When our forebears came here, they came with a history that some of them were not even aware of. Many also brought with them a perception of themselves, and sometimes a twisted perception was a consequence of the Western history that was fed to local black people in the colonies, which systematically and purposefully denied their true heritage and identity. Sadly, some of this legacy has continued, in my view, to infect some black people's perceptions of themselves, and so it gets handed down further and further down the line. But what compounded this even further was Western society's capacity to weave in the narrative of racial superiority and to convert that into many aspects of the encounters between black and white peoples. The knowledge of black history will not completely eradicate the falsehood still in play, but it may be one small step in helping all of us in more fully appreciating the part that black people have played and are still playing in the development of the world as we know it.
Mutabaruka, cutting head, first man I do it. I need come out to speak.
Yes. Yeah, man. Black history matter. That is the subject, that is the title of what the man I talk about. Yes, yeah.
Big up Muta.
Yeah, blessed man.
Rastafari.
Yeah.
Yes, Muta. They say, yesterday I go through something and your man and play one of your program, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, say, you don't know why the God people them love call your program, so.
I love them, love me, man.
Yeah, man. See, man, around people certain things, you know? Them have to call you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But me there on when I ask the eyes still, right? Yeah. Over your years, yeah, the pan earth, yeah, trod earth. Would you say mankind is getting better or worse?
Well, my estimation come like them I get wickeder still.
Some like them I get wickeder.
Yeah, I could say such a word if there's such a word.
Yeah. I personally say the same thing.
Yeah.
That's how I think. I'm just across to 50 now. Right? My years of experience, I would say mankind is getting wickeder.
Yeah,
now, I'm going to ask you something now. The word curse. What do the word curse mean? What do it mean to you?
Curse?
Yeah.
Well, it's like somebody do something and you start tell them things, bad things. You curse them. Curse again also can mean say it's like somebody put whatever they call a spell upon you.
A negative energy, a bad
that is where, yeah. So two ways me I talk about it. One, where man say curse, he might curse you.
Yeah.
And one is like him have a bad energy, fine,
Yeah. And even when he must say curse you, it's our next bad energy that. He must say things where make you feel bad, whether he must be the truth or not.
Yeah.
All right then. So, when you ask me personally, if I think Africans are cursed, that is why I say yes. Right? Because...
You are coming from previous conversation now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say now, when you say curse, when you say black people curse, what you say mean? What you mean when you say it?
What I mean is that when I look into the African race, African, I think of African, they say, not black, African. When I look into the African race, right, I end up would have to speak like that. I would have to see them if you ask me the question there specifically for Africans, I would have
said African curse.
Yeah, because
so who curse them? Who curse them?
Them curse themselves.
Okay.
Them curse themselves because you have a land, you have a brace like any man, you have hand and foot like any human being. You can take charge of your life and your resources, them, and it's like we are failing, which is bad.
All right, so let me ask you a question. When you bar up your house, lock up your house, and your children are you in there, and a man come in there, climb over your fence and come in there, come rob you, you curse?
No.
So the African, them depend them land. And them a do what them a do. And some man come down there with gun and bayonet and all them something there. And thief them land and kill them and enslave them. So you call that them curse?
No, not really. No.
So what is it that black people do to themselves? Why you say black people curse themselves?
Because we are not taking control of our life, our nation, our race as we should, so that we will progress in the right way.
So who on earth, which nation on earth don't fall in a position where you could have said them curse?
All right. So if you did ask me now, true, if you did ask me if human being, if me think human being is cursed, then I say yeah. But you ask me specifically about African.
You say yes.
Me answer yes.
Yeah.
But if you ask me generally, I still say yes. That's it.
All right.
The whole world assure me like them curse.
All right, hear me now.
Yet still, let me finish that a little part. Okay. Yet still, me say human being amongst our nation, when me that call blessed.
All nation?
Yeah.
Like
you can find people in every nation when me that call blessed.
Including African. Including African. So how curse coming out now? You mean some nation bless, some bless, the same nation can bless and curse at the same time?
All right, so what I would prefer, if now speak it out, what I would say, some are majority. Because it's not every single one. Because when
all right, so you have people in every nation who bless and curse. That is what you say.
Yeah.
So and why we are single out the African?
And to me, sadly for no, is like I would say most are show sign of curse than bless. All right. And why am I not say so? Because a person can do both good and evil in a muta, to me. A man can give helping hand today where you give
good man do evil things. Good man can do evil things.
Good man can do evil things.
Yeah.
You know?
So may I ask, you know.
So mankind can be blessed, mankind can be cursed. And that's
but that will I ask about no better about African. You say Africans curse. You never say Africans blessed and African curse. Some bless and some curse. You say Africans curse.
Yeah, can you ask me think African is curse?
Curse, and you say yes. You never say some African. You never say some African. You say yes. So you got definitive argument. All right. So the reason is now, what is bless?
To me,
European bless?
European bless?
Yeah.
I mean, I say some.
Okay, well, the same thing now, so we'll go back to the normal thing then. Sure. Some European curse and some European bless. Some African curse and some African bless.
And me put the bless for those who promote life, nature, no matter which religion they want to be. So people are promoting positive things where life surely can benefit us and make us happy.
Africans that do that or not do that?
Yeah, Africans do it. I'm African.
Yeah, then why we are talking about it then? Why we are talking about it? If the last time you say...
You ask me that question then, so me kind
of... Yeah, you say yes. You say yes.
Better then.
Okay, all right. So we come to a conclusion. Everybody curse, everybody bless.
Everybody can be cursed, and a man can be blessed. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So...
We have to take a break.
Do your thing, me there.
Yeah, all right. So, meanwhile, come like the advertisement, them a curse. All right. We could take a break and come forward. Yes, brethren.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Who curse? When somebody say somebody curse, who curse them?
Who curse them?
Yeah, like you say, somebody, black Africans curse. Who curse them?
As I said before,
themselves?
to me, them curse themselves.
So what is curse? You say anything, so anytime somebody put something bad for you?
Yeah.
So people curse themselves, and people, what is the opposite of curse now?
Well, I guess it's blessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the same people who curse themselves bless themselves.
Look here now. Yeah, all right. You cannot go about your life. You study where you see happening in your environment and you're working harmony with it and you go towards a goal. Right? One side might not love to see how you do things and I see your progress. And might set a curse on you to make your life become more unfortunate and bad things happen to you.
So how him do that? How him do it?
Well, them have many little ways that people
like what? Like a nation now, a nation. Like we talk about nature, yeah. Or somebody curse a nation. What them do to them? To curse them. What is it that them do? Mix up oil, throw detal, what them do? No, why that me ask, what them do? When somebody says somebody curse
in that way, the best way them not to curse a nation is to and I say now, give them wrong information, misguidance, so that them go about things in a way where not going to benefit them, right? But in the long run, we'd have got said then, all right, because if something bad happen to you, you got to recognize that, you know. Probably at first.
If something happened to me bad, me not say a curse, you know.
True, but you got to recognize the bad thing that is happening to you.
Yeah, but me not say a curse. Me not say somebody curse me. Me not say somebody curse me. And me not curse myself. Me not curse myself.
True, but, all right.
If something happened to you, you curse yourself.
Look, no.
All right, well, so somebody curse themselves.
Somebody can curse themselves because they can't see something right.
But that's not curse. Yeah, but that's true. You do something not right. No, man, that's not curse, man.
You still got to do it.
What do you mean in a curse?
To me, you're cursing yourself, whether you want to acknowledge say you curse yourself or not. To me...
No, you can't tell me say whether me want to accept it or not. What is the meaning of curse? Curse must have a meaning, you know.
Yeah, true.
So what is the meaning of curse?
Never ask the same question. What is the meaning of curse?
No, you can't. Me ask you a question, you ask me back the same question. What kind of madness that,
because may your reason that you bring up that talk in the
no, but if me... No, wait there.
It comes to my mind.
Wait there, hold on, Bridget. Don't tell me, let me attack. And you bring up the curse, you know, from last time I used the curse, you know. So me I ask, you know, what is the meaning of curse? You have to say, you must ask me that. Then I should have to think to ask me that before me ask you. And me I ask you, what is the meaning of curse? So you have to know me. And you must ask me that. What is the meaning of curse?
To me, the meaning of curse is something bad. Something discomforting is happening. That is the meaning of curse. something.
So if something happened to your body, it's curse. So if something happened to your body, it's curse. That is what you say?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
All right, wait, hold on. So if something bad happened to you and it's curse, is you a curse yourself?
No, I don't must you a curse yourself.
Or somebody a curse you?
Yeah, it can be that, yeah.
So if your foot broke, is you a curse, is you make your foot broke?
Probably. Because sometimes people do things where cause bad things happen to them, so them can...
No, me ask you. So, it's not bad thing happen to you, it's curse. So, anything bad happen to you, is curse.
All right.
Me just ask you. Anything bad will happen to you, is curse?
In a day, you have more than one word that can carry the same meaning, whether you want to use the word bad or curse, or you have something that you can use.
So anything will happen bad is curse? So anything will happen bad is curse?
Yeah, I mean, I say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
So if something happens to your body, it's curse?
Yeah, I would say that.
All right. Are you meaning that for curse? You have a dictionary beside you? You don't want to use the dictionary. You don't want to use the dictionary.
I love dictionary, man.
Dictionary. All right, you want to know. Go in on the dictionary and see what curse mean and make we talk after somebody else when they're on the phone or talk. All
right, do your thing. Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah, all right. Yes. Yeah, this is the cutting edge. My mind shot a virgin and the leg of the phone. The leg of the phone, you know. Make somebody hang up to you, know. Okay. She'll have a virgin, you know. She'll have a virgin. All right. Yeah, blessed.
You hear me now?
Yes.
The stepping razor what you have on Thursday, see? I try to listen to it sometime, but boy, the advertisement thing kind of...
Yeah, get you down.
Yeah, because you see, most of the time, advertisement me I hear.
Yeah.
I can't get to listen to the program.
And that means, and that happened to me too. Most of the time, advertisement me I hear.
So I wonder how I really go on.
No money.
Oh, it's a money thing.
They don't say, and a radio station, you know.
Eh.
And a YouTube this.
True, you know. But some people on YouTube, you know, them kind of squeeze out the advertisement, you know.
Yeah, but you see, when them squeeze out the advertisement, you know, get the fullness of the thing, you know, because them put in where them want to put in, and sometimes them edit and put things on top of it with nothing to do with the what me say in the something.
Okay.
You never notice that? You never see some editing, and the editing make you want to listen. And when you listen, you know, you
excite you.
And when you listen, you know, you're nothing about what the editing at all. Mr. One Mark, Mutabaruka's net worth $100 billion. You see that one there? We are called Jesus for. We are called Jesus for. My wife see that she start to beg. The man, somebody who do it, put on it, Mutabaruka's net worth, and over it mark $100 billion. Then you know must go look on that. You know must go in and go see his one.
Yeah, because I want to know what really go on.
And then when we know, me see some picture out. Me hug up on lady. When me even know which lady that. Me see some picture with me in front of one red, gold, and green car. Me I say, you think me pay my car red, gold, and green? And then the one house, me don't know which house that him find for superimpose my picture. Me say them they're wicked, you know, they're wicked.
That's true, man.
And then me see the next one now. After she did, they complain about why idiot put 100 billion, because she have vexed and she have fret about it too, you know. Because she say, as somebody put up that you have some idiot out there who will believe it. Little after she has looked on that, me scroll up and me say, we stole our bridge name again, Weepo, net value, net worth $100 billion. I say, wait, I really love $100 billion. $1 billion matter, and a million him say, no. $1 billion. Wicked set of people, them man. And them just take it for normal thing, you know. Normal.
Okay.
Anyway, me just say that because them adversaries, them a claim say, I pay bills and whatsoever, so.
But the last thing what I want to say to you, see? One new park there in Mataco Bay, what they call Harmony Park.
Yeah.
I got there the other day and the security, I have to take my bag and search it. I didn't know, say, you have to get searched to go to a public park, man.
Well,
them take your bag and show everything out of your bag and everything. And
it have fence? It have wall and fence?
No, really, no. It have a little fence on it, yes.
It have fence, little fence. A fence, man. If it have fence, never ask if the fence little.
Yeah, man, it have a fence.
Well, and it have gate, don't it?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me go search you.
I never know, say, to go to a public park, a security guard have to use a metal and run through you and...
Welcome to Jamaica. Welcome to Jamaica, brethren.
But when you go at the other public park name in Jamaica, they no search you.
Well, little more you two can't go on none of the beach, them, at that.
Okay.
Can't come on none of the beach. Them are protect tourists. Them are protect tourists. Them are protect the tourists, them, man.
But I ask the security if them search the tourist store, and him say yes, them search tourists.
Yeah, them couldn't go search Jamaica. Them search everybody to make it look like kind of tourists them are protect.
Okay.
A tourists them are protect. They think them are going to search tourists. Them are search the tourists, yes, because if you're a Jamaican and you see a white man pass through, and when you are going through him search you, you're not going to ball out.
True, still, no?
Yeah, well, them have to do it where everybody gets searched, but really and truly is a white man, them are protect.
Okay.
You know what them. It's like how people used to go up on the beach and try sell tourist thing. And them say, yeah, trouble the tourists. And them run you off on the beach. Yet still when the white man look ganja and them see the Rasta man, him they like, hey Ross, you got to the ganj. And you know, they if you say look ganja, yeah, your woman go just lay down on the beach and so, but you your Rasta know him want ganj from you.
Yeah.
But nobody now go say nothing about that. But if you go to the tourists now, just as a you say, obstruct the tourists in a holiday.
But, I mean, you say $1 billion them use to build a park there, but the park they don't look like it's a $1 billion park, man.
$1 billion park look.
1 billion, them say, 1 billion.
Yeah, $1 billion park look at that, me ask you.
Now $1 billion park supposed to look more upgrade than that, man.
Like which park?
Well...
Puerto Rico?
I don't know, but I say, that part, to me, it want some more features, man. And I want $1 billion the Prime Minister say him spend.
Who spend? The Prime Minister spend $1 billion?
Yeah, for bill.
Hold on, man. Wait there. You believe, say, the Prime Minister spend $1 billion?
No, me only say what him say, no.
So wait there now. So, me know where you believe that the Prime Minister have $1 billion to spend per park?
No.
Yeah, then why you have to the Prime Minister? The Prime Minister not have money to spend per nothing in Jamaica.
No,
are your money
spend $1 billion.
Then that you say, man, you have to the Prime Minister spend $1 billion.
But the part they don't look like $1 billion.
I don't know $1 billion looking at them time, Virgin, so I wouldn't even say it. Because maybe all 10 million them spend.
Oh, that way there.
Maybe spend 10 million and use 1 million and bill it.
Oh.
And then they have $9 million somewhere else.
Okay. That's true, you know.
Yeah, anyway.
All right, yes, sir.
Yeah, anyway, enter you go to the park again. Just have on your bad suit.
Oh, and no search you can't go on.
Yeah, just have on your bad suit.
That's true, you know, because you have your bag and you have things in your bag.
No, you don't have no bag. Where you want a bag for go to beach for? Where you want a bag for go to beach for?
I mean, remember say
left the bag in the car, man. Take off your clothes. Take off your clothes from in the car. I just walk up on the beach. That's how it go.
Okay then, okay.
All right, sir. Yeah.
All right, cool, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Yeah. Yes. Cutting edge. We're there with you. This will play. Yeah, this will play. Yes, Ian.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed man.
It's a muta or no?
Yes, sir, muta this.
Alright, boy, it take me long to get to you, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I called from Cayman Islands, man. You know me, yo?
You called from Cayman Island?
Yes, I.
Okay. Alright, so what go on?
Yo, me just want to tell you to bless up. Bless up and tell you, say, boy, over here we got some sneaky more corruption than wanna go over there.
Over where?
Over here.
Over Cayman there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Them broad with it, man.
Who the government or the people them?
The government and the people them.
Okay. So are you involved in it too?
No, sir. That's why me get the most hatred.
You get the most hatred?
Yeah, man.
Because why you talk against it?
Yes, I.
Okay. So anybody get locked up too, you talk against it?
I 38 and I got like 37 different arrest charges.
You get 37 different arrests already?
Yeah.
You arrest them?
No, me get arrested 37 times already.
Oh, you are the most corrupt one then?
No.
Then where you get arrested for? Because you talk against it?
Suspicion of ganja, every day.
Oh, then where you go and like say, you talk and then you get arrested because you talk against the corruption?
Yeah, because here we know. If you don't get a urine test, you still got to go to court. So
if you don't get what?
If you don't give the urine test, you still got to go to court if you refuse the urine test.
So when you
get up in the court, when we get up in the court now, we tell them, say, no, that's my DNA. You know, I take my piss for not in, you understand? You're not going to make me incriminate myself, you understand? Because that's what they try to do. So when we talk about it.
So you get arrested 30 at time?
Yes, I.
How much time you spend at jail?
Probably about 3 years.
So where you go by there, where do you do the ganja? Sell it, buy it, smoke it, drink it, where do you do?
You see, boss, man, I have epilepsy, you know, so me need it, you understand?
Then should I go tell the farmers and make them talk about, make them give a paper or something?
Yeah, choose me have so much ganja charges, they can't give me the prescription.
So ganja illegal over here, man?
No, only the oil.
Eh?
Only the oil.
Only the oil?
Yes, sir. The CBD oil.
Where's the oil?
Yes.
The oil illegal?
Illegal, but you need a prescription for it.
So why you never get a prescription for the oil?
Because of my ganja record.
Oh, you did sell ganja before?
No, boss, man. No, man. I work hard, man.
All right.
I work hard, man. I just refuse to drink and smoke cigarette and all that.
All right, let me get it straight. You have epilepsy. You have epilepsy, right?
Yeah.
And you use the ganja to get rid of the epilepsy.
Yes, I.
And meanwhile, you use the ganja to get rid of the epilepsy. Police catch you with it.
Yes.
And them lock you up.
Yes.
And them let you out.
No, I have to pay my lawyers and things.
Yeah. Them lock. Yeah. You pay the lawyer, you come out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, them catch you with it again.
Yeah.
And them catch you with it 30th time.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, me coming home from work one time and I had to go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So me fly off in the government bathroom. One of them on the wave runner, way out in the water, See me, the man go to church with me, Right? The man see me, turn the wheel, run around and come to me. So we are now, no ganja there at all, plus me don't want me deal with my parents, all that type of thing. So me not want. So,
all right, so where are you using now for the epilepsy?
Ganja.
Okay. So you'll go to jail again?
Yeah, boss, man, I tell you, they can't frighten me, man, with that, man. See, they
no, they're not frightened. No, them not
all right, you know how me. All right, you want to know how me get the epilepsy? I wanted them jump on my neck and a boss, man.
You know, so me talk to you already. Me talk to you about it already, you know.
No, you're not talking to me yet. Trust me.
I know you. Somebody me talked about epilepsy and them said the police jump on them.
Yo, they jump on my neck. I mean, like in the sky type of thing, like some kung fu type thing. What?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then check this out. The brother who do it is somebody that go school with me again.
Yeah, and the man who lock you up is somebody who you go to church.
Yo, yeah. One of the times, man, one of the man them from Bahamas.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm not deal with this, man. He said, you know him, you write the report. Arrest me for seed. Arrest me for seed. Arrest me for Rizla Pack. Rizla Pack selling the store, boss, man.
And them arrest your feet?
Yes, man, because, with the catch me with the Rizla Pack, we have to give the urine test and prove I don't smoke. I say, man, you want some money?
I them do over there.
Yo, some creepy thing, boy.
Right,
a long time I won't talk to you, and I can't get talk to you.
Well, you're talking to me now. But you have a funny thing, 30 at time you go to jail for ganja. And you say you're not stop. So, what? So wait there. The epilepsy can't get to it with that.
No, because they don't know where it come from. They see the trauma in my neck.
No, I can tell you, hold on there. So when somebody get a jolt of epilepsy, is a sudden shock. Most of the time, give them the epilepsy for take hold of them, My daughter used to have it. When she exhausted, like she worked too hard and can't get no sleep, it take over her. That I'm to you too?
Yeah, it comes in my sleep, man, especially when we work hard. And then
you were dead too, in the sleep, At that time, epilepsy kill you in sleep, All right, so what me ask you now? So how my daughter not get it again? Or she not have it again?
She probably got more access to the herb than what I got.
No. My daughter don't smoke herbs.
Or she probably grew out of it then, you know what I mean?
Grow on what?
She probably grew out of it.
Grow out of the epilepsy?
Yeah, sometimes you can do that.
I think she should make sure that she not do certain things. There are certain things that make you get the epilepsy, If you find out where you do that cause that, all you have to do is stop do it.
Yeah, me stop drinking all kind of man-made sodas, all kind of drinking all that. All me do is drink carrot juice and peanut punch.
Maybe that's why you get epilepsy, because you drink a carrot juice and peanut punch. Peanut punch and thump you out, knock you out, man.
Yo, why? All kind of soursop juice and thing. Me got about 3-4 soursop drinking.
Maybe that's why you get epilepsy, man.
Nah, man. Everything else aside, the man that jump on my neck, not true.
No,
you sound like the doctor, man.
B. No, what me ask you a question, no, because this is so funny.
You love this one, man. If I ever call you back, you know who I is, man. As soon as you hear my voice.
No, but let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You smoke the herbs all the while and nothing happen. When you not smoke it, you have to go smoke it to get rid of it. When you smoke it, it eases up. When you smoke the herbs, it eases up.
Yeah. I don't smoke like how people think I smoke. I smoke like once in a night.
Yeah, and it eases up in the night.
Yeah.
So
if I don't smoke now,
yeah,
come every 3 days or something, But
so you have to just go and live off it?
Yeah, when I smoke now, like come once a month or once every 3 months now.
No, man, you need to go to a herbs doctor, man. Not ganja doctor. You need to go to herbs.
But you see, now, I tell you now, with the record thing now, it's hard for me to get all kind of visa, all kind of thing like that.
Do you not have no herbs doctor in a neuropathic man who know about epilepsy and all them something there?
Yeah, the man, they for money, Mr. Muta. They for money. I tell you, they for money. If you not got the money, I can't work, The first time I get the epilepsy, the doctor asked me, say, how's your money? Now, how you doing? How's your money?
Would ask you the same thing.
Well, I don't know how you would ask me that, but I wouldn't be working. You wouldn't touch me ever if you would ask me.
No, but wait there. You don't have no doctor in a K-man was not medical doctor.
Well, they're supposed to be, but they for the money, man. They work for the insurance.
Yeah, they're not doctor work for money. So I say, none of them doctor can recommend something to you that is not herbs, that you don't get yourself in a problem. Or else you want to use the herbs.
Oh, boss, man, I do everything. And I leave the herbs as a last resort. That's what I'm trying to show you, know.
And you gone 37 times feed.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Because my daughter never used herbs. And she not suffer from it.
Oh, well, I'm glad of that, because one thing down here is, right, I want to eat more better food than what we eat over here. Nothing but Kentucky and Burger King over here.
And that you eat?
Me? No, I'm a fisherman. I eat bread. I make my own bread. I want a bakery and anything.
Maybe should I stop eat bread?
Well, boss, man, me not eat that one. Me eat all kind of whole wheat bread. Fresh, not unpreservative kind of thing, man.
Okay. Well, me don't know if to tell you, Bridget. Me don't know if to tell you, because K-man...
No. What we want to do, right, is to try to tell them ones over there up in Jamaica, right? Okay. Must try to stop keep the thing over here illegal.
Well, in Jamaica, you can go a whole heap of herbs place and get the oil and even ganja you can buy in a shop over here now.
Yeah, I mean, no, man, but boy, I'm flying go to Jamaica when it's over here. I can just stay here.
What is your family there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got houses down Canada area, but I've been there now like last 7 years.
You have house in Canada?
Yeah, Philippines. I got a house down Cuba.
And you can't go there?
No, I can't go there because I got about 7 years now till my police record clear again.
Then give me the title of one of them, no, man. Let me go and work it out for you.
You can't go up there with no barefoot, boy.
What?
You got how slippers on, you got how on them, you know them little duck, the slippers? You got how them...
No, hold on. Why you say that? Me can't do what? What you say me can't do?
Nobody. Me see nobody.
Eh?
Nobody. My house is clean, man.
Oh, my foot dirty?
No, my foot dirty.
No. Why you don't tell me about say me can't go there because me don't have no shoes? Me don't understand what you say.
Meaning, like when people take their shoes off and go inside people's house. No, not even that you got to do. You got net a set of slippers or whatever before you can walk around in my house.
No, but me wash my... me not going to my house unless my foot wash.
And a business if it wash, man. You got to still have one of them slippers.
To go where? In your house?
Yeah.
Okay, so you watch... So you going to your house with what? Where you going to your house with?
Same slippers.
With slippers?
Same slippers for the inside.
And slippers for the outside. Okay.
Yeah.
And you ever wash the slippers yet?
Wash them?
You ever wash the slippers yet?
Yeah, I got one pair for every day, man.
You have one pair for every day. You wash all of them?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So everybody who going to your house have to put on slippers?
Yeah, man.
Them can't go in there without shoes? No,
yeah, man. You know, no disrespect. I'm not calling you no dirty foot. Me not saying nothing. Me I try to get
where you say, you know. I'm kind of not so bright. I have to use what you say. When I say no, if a man come in your house, you have a slippers there, and you do if you put on. Right?
Yeah.
You're Chinese?
No, I'm not Chinese.
Yeah, why? Which eastern country you come from?
I'm not an eastern country, man. I'm born here.
Born here, man?
Yeah.
So, where your parents come from?
Jamaica.
And you don't have no house down here? You don't have no house down here?
You can't go down here.
No, I never ask you if you can't go. I ask you if you have a house down here, like you say you have a house in Canada. You have a house in Philippines.
I don't got no house.
No, Canada. You say you have a house in Canada.
Yeah.
And you have a house in Philippines.
Yeah.
So who in them house there now?
One of my cousins is up in Canada, and one of my family members, one of my in-laws, in my house in Philippines.
And him not going to your house without shoes?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry, me can't go in there with shoes.
You can go on the roof if you want. I don't know.
Oh no, me not going up on a roof, man.
The roof got like a patio and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me alright. Anyway, I wish you can get rid of your epilepsy.
Yeah, just talking to you, man, make me feel a little better, man.
See what I mean? I'm just talk to me every day and give me the money where I get the doctor.
If you can show me your medical license, yeah, I will give you the money.
See, then you look for medical license.
Yeah, no, my man.
Who give the herbs? Where you get? Is that medical man give the herbs?
Medical man.
Who give the herbs?
Where you think came on gets the weed from?
You buy it from Jamaican.
All right, then.
Then him have medical license?
I don't think so.
Then all you tell me you must give you medical license. Or you must show your medical license.
You don't need a medical license to sell it. You know that?
Yeah, but me, you know, so me can't get rid of your epilepsy without the ganja.
Without it? What do you mean?
Eh?
If we can't get rid
no,
of it?
No, me. You know, so me can't get rid of your epilepsy without the ganja. That me I say.
Nah, you probably not get rid of it, but you probably help me go through it a little easier. You know what I mean?
Then how me not charge you? At 10 minutes me talk to you, know, I'm not charge you.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying down here, it's hard to talk to people. You understand? True, say I talk the truth. Everything you hear me talk to you, just no, me not talk no like.
All right, sir. All right, well, you can call me back. I give you enough time to talk. I can call me back, yeah?
You have enough respect, you understand?
Yeah, man, all right, man. All right. Yeah, Virgin have a problem there. 30 at time I'm going to jail for ganja. Wow. And him have nothing else. Can't help him. People who could can't help him have no medical letters like me. A 2 times I go to Cayman Island, you know. Yes, ill.
Yes, Muta. Greetings to the eye every time. You don't know.
Blessed man.
You don't know. See, yeah, I listen to the man them talk, you know. The man them talk about curse rasta. You see, I find out the next man get involved in the Bible and start to see the truth on a level where them they even go study what them see. Them just read on a basis of, you know, conception of thought, which part we get. We grew up in the West, so them teach we a certain way of knowledge where when we see a thing, we don't really analyze it. We just go in it and figure out so it will go.
You know, so if you say that you try to analyze things, that version there, I think you might try to analyze things, you know, but you might use the same words them to define something I know that it mean. Yeah, well, no, I know that it mean, you know. But Adam word they limit him. The word them limit him to that. Like curse and all them something there where I don't know nothing about curse at all. Nobody can curse me. I mean, I curse myself at all.
You see, it comes from the ideological basis, you know, because like I say, how we reach in the learning process, even when we go to school and the curriculum with them and to learn, is ideologically based, you know, some upper edge, you know, in the world of rules. So we want the masses to know this and this formula.
This way, yeah.
Yeah, so me say, we get it and things. Now, Dennis Brown sing a music say, what about the art that has never been told?
Yeah.
You see me say, and that is true divine inspiration. I tell man more times to listen. Thought process is a thing will come to everyone, you know. You know, you let a man some money and they say, boy, I don't remember. I lie, I tell. See? Because I love to say a selective thought. Because it come in your mind, you know. So you know some older man than money now.
No, hold on, Virgin.
Yeah.
Enough time me borrow things from my wife and don't remember say me borrow it, you know.
Yeah, for time. But after a while you sit down and show me and I remember say, hey, you know, say, me did borrow that thing there, you know. It come forward to you, you know. Come forward.
But him could not remember neither.
Eh?
somebody can say something and him not remember. I can't remember, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. What I tell you, I say, it come forward at a period of time. You made there, Ethiopia, I remember say, so last year I borrowed something from my wife, and thing. It just lick you there so. And we reach for that Jamaica, it's so much of that thing I go on that you
forget again. You forget again.
Yeah. You see me, I say, I man call that selective memory because you see, you choose so much things in the world of
go on.
Yeah, but more time, it come to you. And you realize that. Because of the process that. So, you see more time, I'm going to say, in the curse and thing like that. I just based upon him ideological thought process, Because, you see, he may figure like, why it not work for him when he did try to do it, or if him try to fight.
I treat him curse.
Yeah, you might say I treat him curse. But I'm not sure, though. I just because your approach maybe not right, or you know, see it on a level, and it not work out the way you feel it work out.
Yeah.
But what them say, where the water set to, where the stone set to the water, how come me so hard and you so tough, and you bore a hole through me? And where the water answers? Perseverance and consistency. Cause that for go on. So in our life, perseverance and consistency are the two full thought process of meditation. I have to deal with, accomplish a whole heap of things. I don't know, curse people because the book, remember I said them do the Bible as a controlling tool, The Bible never come to spiritually rejuvenate the ways of conscious living, It comes to show through the Christianity analogy, say, the Catholic Church and the Church of England are the two dominant spiritual forces where I give, see, homage to and pay respect to. So in other concept, if we get the Bible and follow the contours of the Bible, the whole traditional thing, under that thought process there, then we have to look to the Pope of Rome and the Archbishop of Canterbury as the leadership for our well-being.
Yeah, well, I say something. You see them words like curse and God and righteous and evil. It's them words that trap we, Them trap with them words there, Let me say you can't go outside of them words there if it find something where you want to relate to. So when a man say God no, him don't even know what I talk about, but him put something to it in relationship to where him grow up here say God mean.
Yeah.
Same thing with curse. Him not really know what is curse, because them will define curse in the dictionary, So every time him talk about something, as it relates to something terrible, I think him have to put it in the context of the word curse.
Sure.
So all the while we are working, we are working within the confines of words and how them define the word to we, that we can now disseminate it to others. As the same thinking when I go outside of the box. I'm going to Rasta me say that still. Rasta go outside of the box and say down pressure, and him not say oppressor. Him say high talent, say that, natural. So him I go outside of the box now and I give the word. Him I go outside of what them say it mean. And him say right now, him not no oppressor, Him the down pressure. I don't know nobody else will do them something there about the place more than Rasta do it, At least I'm trying to live in it.
Remember, say the philosophy and the ideological basis of our thought, is about upliftment. The process where them bring we from.
Hold on. We have to take a break. Yes, this is the cutting edge EL.
Yes, my brother.
All right, you have to talk. Wrap up now, brethren. You have to wrap up.
Yeah. I'm going to say right now, the man who call about the epilepsy, tell him to take more vitamin B6.
Listen,
some chamomile, peppermint, and them thing they drink them thing they regular,
All right.
Some comfort. You see me, I say.
I'm not going to do it, though.
Well, that's up to you, We are giving the advice,
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
A ganja I want to use.
Yes, the pure weed I want to deal with.
Yeah, well, I think so.
It's like, I come in a level of reasoning as Rasta. And the people not over that, you know, because them not see on that level there, due to, like me say, the process of learning, you know? So we do. Yeah, all but, right, you know, in our life, we say, we want to big up the eye, big up our record, Mr. Young,
yeah, man.
and to Shane and everyone.
All right, give thanks, Virgin. Give thanks.
You're done.
Yeah.
Muta.
Blessed, man.
Good night, sir.
Good night, man.
One and one, you know.
What?
One and one, you know.
One and one?
Mr. One and one, one and one.
I don't know why you ask me, Virgin.
Everybody can ask you one and one, but we can't sound like everyone else. So me I say one and one.
You tell me now?
Let me know me would ask you.
Well, me don't know, so no ask me again.
All right. So you are going now?
Oh, you know where I going then? No, you can tell me where I going.
Yes, and one and one too. Because we never know that them have vampire in a police force, Muta.
Vampire? What you call vampire?
People will bite people. Want to eat people flesh.
Are the first year somebody bite somebody?
And drink people blood.
Are the first year somebody bite somebody?
Oh, me I thought boy in a police force we should protect people from them or something.
Well,
and then the same people are carry out them like atrocity. I don't know if you see this video.
No, me see it, man. Me see it. Me see the whole thing, man. Yeah, man, the whole thing.
Because the concern me I tell you, understand. Trust me. If a woman really deal with her next woman on that level there, I think your head and your private part of the two last place you want even think you put them hand and then when
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If the lady did submit to the police, you think it would have reached this so?
If the woman submit to the police?
Yeah, if it should have reached this so, you think it would have reached this so?
Two wrong don't make a right move.
No, we're not about the wrong and the right time. Me ask you. If you think, watch out, wait there. Wait there. We're not about the wrong and the right of it, no, you know, because we don't know who wrong and who right. Me say, if the woman did submit to the police, if you think it would have reached this or where it reach?
Well, to be earnest with you, I don't know where it transpire from. Yes, that is the bottom line. I definitely don't know where it transpire from, but me.
So you know, hear the story about what happened? You know, your white happened?
No, I look here.
No, you don't know white happened? The whole fracas, you know what?
But I don't know what it transpired from, what started it.
It started because the woman go up
hold on. The understanding when we have is that the woman must be pointing at the officer face and then so that deal with it on a better level as a
No, wait, no. If you point in an officer place, you commit a crime.
But Muta, listen to me, say.
If you point in an officer face, you commit a crime. It's straight that.
Yeah, that's straight. But listen to me, man.
Yeah.
Me say, your head and your private part are the two last places. There is so many other places where them could have restrict the woman more than hang on in her head like that.
Yes, I agree.
Your head and your private part are the two last places anybody would want to put them on.
I agree with you.
You know what I say? Yeah. You have other places can restrict the woman more than deal with the woman on that level.
Well, them should have a handcuff and them never have no handcuff.
That's my contention. And then again, Muta, you know, people in my community, you know, Mr. Man in my community to bite people and in a court, they must find the money, them lock him up. Them charge him some money and them lock him up until the money pays up. I want to see how them are going to deal with that part there, with that police woman there. What she bite the woman for?
You tell me now, you don't know everything we are going, man.
Yes, me know, said, there is a penalty for that, so me just I say, me want to see how them are going to deal with that.
All right, well, we will
say,
go on.
Only a 5 charge on the woman. When, yeah, I mean, look, a woman, when you see a woman deal with a woman on their levels, then I see me, I would want to buy enough here, lock, so look, no, you can't grab people.
Well, them did cut off a data locks in a jail. Them did cut off a data locks in a jail, you know. And Zinga, them cut off a data locks in a jail.
Yeah. And then just go on. Yeah, no, nobody don't know the outcomes of that situation.
Yeah.
Is it? Trust me, man. It touched me, Rasta. Yeah. It touched me, man.
Yeah, but me still ask you about if the lady did submit.
Yes.
Like when the people them a say, Mommy, just go on, don't stop no. If she did stop, it wouldn't reach us all.
But I want to tell one of the time you see the woman just stand up humbly, you know. After them start to woman handle her now. After she start to woman handle her now, that's why I'm not saying force them a use Rasta. Force them a come with them.
No, where them name? Where them name? Police what?
And again, I think they must change their name because...
No, police force?
Yes, and as you mentioned that again, you know, a long time I think in myself, so they must change their name about police, you know, because well, lease mean, what is what the meaning of lease? Less or less then? Because them just need it down to call it lease.
A dead dog by any other name smells stink same way.
Yes,
dead stinking dog.
Yes, but you see, I think that the name have something to do with these people and how society deal with them, because if them call them police, people are going to look upon them. Me not do it still, you know, but to how the people deal with them, people. And I just think that them look upon them as the least. Due to the name where them have, I think them need to looking at them something that change.
All right, sir.
It have an effect. Name have an effect.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? So,
all right, sir.
A critical thinking me as you know, muta, and then again, enough people, them just, you know, look on things as the way them hear it. The people just keep repeating things, false things till it become reality, you know, and they not dig the thing for themselves and, you know, search it and find the reality of the words.
Well, me not take up for none of them two man there, you know. But me, according to when me hear, I me never did it, and it never depend. The lady go in there, in the school, and start going away. And them call the police. Right?
Yeah.
And it come to a station now where the woman apparently point up at the police woman face. And the police woman say she commit a crime. And she no business where the police are say. And the police woman now feel say she go take it in hand and grab her and pan her. Which obviously she should have a handcuff. Definitely. But even if she did have a handcuff, I don't think she could have hold a woman there. I don't think so. Yeah, so it reached that stage because the two of them do a wrong move.
Definitely. Two of them make a wrong move. So it's just wrong.
Yes. Wrong and wrong can't right.
You can't right that stuff.
All right, sir. We have to move.
Yes, look here, no man.
Yes.
You have the Bob Marley Foundation, you know, man. Man of the past and the present and the future, yeah.
All right, give thanks.
Yeah, man. Bless you, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blessed.
Good night, Muta and Jamaica and the rest of the world.
Good night, sir.
Yes. Me I watch something about nearly 2 years now, you know, Muta. And I don't hear nobody say nothing, none of the two sides of the party. Sometime, I know this a year over last year, some goat farmer graze out them goat. No farmer, goat wearing. Graze out them goat. And news cast say, well, then man go there and shot the two goat farmer and take them goat. And I don't hear none of the parliamentarians said nothing about it. When I hear the news cast, it was shocking. Right?
Oh, I sent Mary did happen. I sent Mary did happen.
Yeah, I don't remember which parish.
Okay.
And to me now, if me run parliament, I'm hear that. Every Christmas, me a ban goat meat. From November, me ban it. Okay? Because me know goat meat, a parliamentarian meat, you know. Because me not see it. Me not say same thing in goat, Right, sir? Good. Me know say I love the suck the bone. You right? Curry goat, and me not have to, and them main meat, that,
Where hold on there. Where did they 2 hours ago? Where did they?
Me there listen to the program, I listen to
2 hours ago. 2 hours ago.
They are listening to the program. Yes.
No. Why we don't know that, sir? Me need to see a doctor.
Me?
Me need to see a doctor.
Me need to see a doctor?
No, me, Mutabaruka. Me, Mutabaruka need to see a doctor, sir.
Why you want to see a doctor?
Because I try to figure out why me attract them whole heap of arguments away. In the night, yeah. I mean, really.
All right, yeah, all right. Good. Listen to what I know again, too.
No,
Mr. Malcolm things stop up in the parliament. They say, big man, them,
Yeah.
You have at least about 3 million people in Jamaica. Right?
Yeah.
When they say, them have a fight for the people and rights. One must go say, he say something about the other, right? Say, my file suit. Right? Good. I have so many problems with the people, right? So they must fight within themselves in the parliament and not fight with the people.
So what?
We look at that one again.
No, so what you say? We don't understand what you say.
All right. The man, they must depend, must have one paper, they say, look, belong to Jamaica paper, must be British paper. Right. When we don't matter about people, we talk about man and man in the parliament.
Passport. Yeah.
Right? Good. And he says something, one must say something about the other, and he's going to file suit against the next one. Right?
Okay.
I have 3 million people problem there. And you don't see it. Right?
Oh, you know him not see the 3 million people problem.
But listen, no, he talk, he told them talk everything when they go do when they go in the parliament, and when they go in there, you know, see done as they come out, they remember when they go do. So they go charge them to the last of me.
So you have a ban goat meat, and then you have to charge them for larceny.
Right. And muta and me should run parliament, you know. Right?
All right, good.
Hold on, muta. Look at that one simple, you know. Simple little thing. Where 2 big men can't talk. Right? You left the people's affair. Right? Right? Say, well, then vote for you and you represent them. We don't see how to represent them. They must fight within themselves in the parliament and not fighting for the people. Look at that now, 3 million of Jamaica.
All right, sir.
Right? All right. Muta, you say they really a fight? They don't want sold in the parliament there. What is the like sold in there?
So we want them to take up this sword and chop off on their neck?
Hold on. They say they must fight with the people. No fighting now, one.
Yeah, but they have them gun. They have gun, man. They don't need
all right, that make you more nicer too. That means when parliament are run, the ambulance park out and do and it hurts. That means if you run with the people's right, you know how you go.
All right, sir. All right. Yeah, give me our next caller now, do, please.
All right.
Give me our next caller.
Give thanks.
All right, sir. All right. May I tell you, Muta, you need some oil, dog. You need a bath, man. You need a bath, just that. Trust me. Them call ya. Well. Oh, no, whatever. Alright, sir. No, but I get some laugh, you know, funny. Laugh, them not funny at all. I don't know where them call they come from in the early morning, yeah. Where them come from in the early morning, yeah. You mean a man sit down up and wait to talk the things that we hear the man about that, man. At least I make me laugh still. It is nice to laugh. Believe you me, it's really nice to laugh. Especially in the morning, yeah. Yeah, man. Good thing to laugh in the morning, yeah. Still.
Yeah.
You again?
Yeah, man, I'm me again.
Why we are telling you, make I laugh tonight is all funny. Believe you me.
Yeah.
So we have to know. You go look for the word. You look for the word.
Yeah, me look up the word.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a dictionary up me right in front of me.
And you still have to say the same thing about the word curse.
All right. I'll show you where the dictionary has it. Right? Let me read it. Curse. Noun. Right? 1. A call or prayer for someone to be armed or killed. 2. Something very unpleasant. 3. An angry word or words.
Bad words, yes.
Right? All right. That asks something though. The brethren that talk about...
No, wait. So which one of them related to what you say? Which one of them meaning they're related to what you say? Where somebody curse themselves. You have
when
people
somebody
curse
themselves.
No, you have people curse themselves. Give me what you just read a while ago. You have people who curse themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like tell themselves a bad word, say them do something wrong.
Yeah, people will do that too.
You remember when we started, had 2 different meaning of curse me give you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now you just show me one of the meaning them when me give you. So me ask you know, so the curse now, you are say people curse themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that can manifest itself in many ways, or them curse themselves. You know.
Them regret, say them do something. Cursing and regretting are 2 different things, you know.
True.
You can do something and regret, say you do it, you know.
Yeah. Right now, I'm not to do it curse, it's not like I do something bad. So, yeah.
Anyway, you talk about something.
All right. Me hear you just said something about the last caller where you talk. You say, you come like I'm going to take a bath. What do you mean by I'm going to take a bath?
Go beard. I get hot. I get hot.
Oh, because
I'm me one in here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you say I them call, you know. We just feel like we want to go beard, right?
All right. Me just ask because I guess during the years, me and people talk about taking a bath. Me know say come here, go in your bathroom and you can soap up and wash.
That's how we mean. That's how we mean. Me don't mean about bath, you know? Like
go over your business. Jump in at the sea and say I'm going to water in the river.
A bath. Yeah,
might go somewhere else so people
go baptize. Yeah. No, me talk about going to my room as so now. I'd pull out the shower, I would take a bath because them call is something else. Yeah, anyway.
All right, but with the next virgin now.
Which next virgin?
Epilepsy, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, because if you have a sickness and there are more than one way to heal a sickness there, right? Why would you just want to stick to one thing? Probably you try to...
You know why? You know why? Because I'm a damn addict to ganja. That is why. I'm an addict to ganja.
Me would have to interpret that way too.
Yeah, I'm an
addict.
At 30 times I'm saying go to jail for ganja. I'm an addict to ganja.
Yeah. But
I just that.
The other part now is when him talk about it, like you have to put on slippers.
For going to house.
Go in him house.
Yeah.
Right? So, me I say no, alright. If you are trod earth naturally with your foot and not cover it, I just say you wash off your foot before you go in the house. Then I don't know why you have to put on him slippers to go in the house.
Alright.
How about him slippers, so? Can your foot wash it?
Yeah, but me I tell you how them do it in a like Japan and all them places.
Yeah.
In a Japan, if you them have slippers, so them make guests wear in them house, you know.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and in another country, like in a Muslim country now, you have to take off your slippers for going at the church, the mosque.
Mm-hmm.
So you go in there barefoot. It's culture. That's why I asked him if him come from, which part him come from. Because I know you have some people where, even though you're barefoot, because sometimes a man come on my yard and say, take off your shoes, Bridget. Sure. He say, no, even taking off your shoes, he will give you a slipper to put on.
Yeah.
See? Because it look like he might deal with that vibration. So, I can't fight that. I can't fight
all
that.
Right. In everything, I personally try to have a wide, a broad as much understanding.
Standing up the thing, yeah. That is good. That is good.
Right? So that I can pass a more better judgment. Right? And, all right, going into a mosque, because me I walk a road, all right, I go to a library. Let me use an example. I go to a library, I'm a child. Naturally, me, right? I have on the shoes. And them tell me, I cannot go in. I go look up something. And them tell me, I cannot go in. And I say, why? Them say, because I have on the shoes. So me look on the person and I say, but sir, me have on the shoes. I could have walk in anything, because me have on shoes. But me have walk barefoot, me more careful. Because me have to look on where me have step. Because you have stone, buckle, the place.
Yeah, well, you think you ever drop something that broke in your foot, and then you have a
so
them
you
and
be more
them. So.
careful when me walk, so. Not even when me have on shoes. So why me a pass, and me need to come look up something in public? Why me can't go in? Because if you got to tell me to wash off my foot, then if me did have on shoes, then I got to tell me to wash off the shoes foot too, bottom too.
That's why I asked him if he watch him foot.
Wash,
That's why I asked him if he go watch him shoes.
Yeah, so we see these things happen. And when it happen, it come to my mind, so me I wonder if I did Mutabaruka, them to turn up at the library. If them not tell you you can't go in there.
Yeah, man, them do that all the while, man.
Them do that.
Yeah, man, me go at it and it's okay. What you say, man? You know what?
Yes, serious?
You mean let me serious? Show me the muta. Me go in at some, not going now. Me don't go in at some place just because them say that to me.
Yeah.
Just because them say that. Me say, muta, you can't come in without shoes. Me say, why?
Yeah.
Them I say, boy, something might broke. Something might broke and, put you and them things. So me say, all right, but me not come in there then.
Yeah.
So, me not broke law them way there,
True. We try to respect everybody.
Yeah.
Right. When me come in at your end, me try to respect your right.
Yeah.
If me not in a way you deal with, I don't go there.
Yeah, me not really try to go on like, what you talking about? We don't go with them foolishness. No, me not.
Sure, because you come from my end, I might have certain things that I don't like and what I don't like.
All right.
Respect me.
Like me not like a man, like a man a smoking in my car when me a drive.
Yeah.
Because it affect me. Whether it's herbs or cigarette, it affect me.
Sure.
Yeah, so I do so.
Anyway,
yeah, man.
big up, because I tell you, big up Muta.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Virgin, yeah?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, man.
Yes, so, last lap. I don't know if I can take the word card. People stop say that to me in Jamaica, When them see me, I come, them not say nothing to me. Because them say I'm muta that, but there was a time, man, a woolly place me not go in that Jamaica. But everybody so you get used to it now, I'm muta that. You understand? Maybe if the next one do it, I can't tell the Virgin I say. Maybe if the next one no, I do it, then would I say no, but show them know. I say muta no wear shoes because I can't cause all riot too. Me see it nearly happen on a ship already, just the other day. When the man tell me, say, I can't come in the dining room. Where's that a woman, and the man is a woman, so I can't come in the dining room without shoes. And me I say, oh, you mean I can't come in? I'm coming here all the while I come in there without shoes. So, and the people, them get up in the dining room, and one yam up the woman. Because she said that. I'm going to say, here one out. You can call your boss to me. And she called the boss. And I start to explain to the boss. And the boss said, oh, okay, I understand. I'm just do what I do. But me I tell you, if you see all the people them go on at the dining room because the woman say me can't stay there without shoes. I'm dead the whole time, you know. I go in at the dining room and I come out, go sit down with people, this, that. I mean, wow, man. You have some little things that where it's really weird. It's really weird. You know, but we go around and hold heap of them something, man. It don't bother me again. It don't bother me. You know, see it. Me not bother me. I'm glad to me is who me is. Because me know some little people, just like the people, them just get up and throw the woman over in the water. We can't chat with them, we can't come in without shoes. She said, Mutabaruka, that you know, you pure nice in the blood bath. The dining room. And I sit down, I'm going to go sit down with my wife, you know, trust me. Yes, you know, so we'll be back here from 2 o'clock with the stepping razor from 2 to 5:45. So, yes, we so come forward.
Well, my people, we have made it to the end. Give thanks to the ones and ones who made it this far. Very long journey. Yeah, man, enough respect to all who make it. So much cover in this one, so much very interested. And we as black people, we need to open our eyes to certain things. Wake up. Too early for your sleep. We need to wake up, man. Let me know on the thing down in the comment section. And before we go, you know it's a Black Power movement. So definitely drop a like and subscribe. Share it to a friend or a family so they can be a part of the movement. And I'll catch you in the next one, Irie.